Finally, I want to talk to you about this guy that's on your album, a song called Coffin. This guy,
This
maybe the
random
people
guy?
have heard of him. This guy Eminem, this guy Marshall Mathers.
This up and coming rapper?
Yeah, he's a new rapper. You ever see like sometimes I forget. I think it was like when Kanye had did something with Paul McCartney and Rihanna, and people were like, "Oh, who's this new artist, Paul McCartney?"
Audacity.
So yeah, you work with this new guy Eminem. But when I listen to Good Guy and Nice Guy from his album, and I listen to Coffin, it all kind of centers around this theme of the dark side of relationships. Like when y'all get together, y'all got a real interesting way about looking at love.
Yeah, he lives in the same place I do.
Does when you start to collaborate, is there a conversation that precedes it? Or is it like just this unsaid thing and you guys go in and create? Like was there a long like heart to heart about the shit that y'all been through? Because we hear his stories too throughout his discography, so we know what he's been through. Is it as long and drawn out as a conversation, or you guys just kind of go in the booth and do your parts and it just makes sense?
I'm lucky. It's just energy. It's just chemistry. I'm blessed that way with him. And it was apparent in the first session. And I was nervous as hell for that first session. Like when we made Good Guy, because the first time I met him was the first time we worked. So when I walked in, and like, mind you, I've been really fortunate to work with like legendary people in my life. So far, I've been really fortunate. And there's only 2 times in my life where I got shook. And that was one of them. And like my managers will tell you, they'll be like, "Yo, we heard you exhale when you hugged him." I was like, oh God. Like, fuck. So I was nervous. And then I was nervous too because like, sometimes, I said this before, sometimes like inspiration will come quick. Sometimes the faucet comes and it's just like, ugh, and I don't have to write shit down and it's closer to a freestyle than it is a song, but it just comes out. And then sometimes I do and I have to like erase and build and erase, and it's just a harder, I have to work more for it. I remember praying before the session being like, Lord, please let it come quick today. Let it just come, let it come quick, God, please. And we got in there and we talked a bit, and Paul's in there too, and my manager's in there too, and then he was like, and we're playing each other music just to like catch each other's vibe. And then he's like, okay, I got this one thing, and then he played it for me. And I was like, okay, and I shut my eyes, and then it started coming out, and I was like, yes. But it's just a vibe. And then we obviously made the video together in Detroit, which was mad fun. And we've been wanting to work together again since. So then when I had Coffin, it just made sense. We sent it over. And when I heard he liked it, I was like, yeah, okay. And then when I heard that he was going into the studio to record it, I was like, yeah, okay. Like, it wasn't until I had the vocals that I was like, holy shit, Eminem's about to be on my debut album. Like, I didn't believe it. Till we had the vocals.
Yeah. And I've read interviews where, it's so dope. He one thing about him that I love is that when he really likes something, when he's really a fan of something, he speaks fondly of, he's not one of those artists and he'll shout it out. It could be the most underground rapper or the most poppingest, singer. And some of the quotes that he has just about you and your art has shown like a real fondness. And I think that's dope. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Shit is crazy. It's nuts, man. I remember watching Eminem movies I remember watching 8 Mile when I was a kid. He's the reason I do this. I told him that. I was like, dude, nobody does this. You're the reason people do this. Culture. He's been authentically himself, no matter what. In the face of a world where people are so prone to scrutinize a hair that's out of place, where people are prone to scrutinize someone whose opinion who goes very much against the grain, he's never, and you don't have to agree with everything he says, but he's been fearless forever. I got to work with that legend on my, it's the first time in my life that I've been able to step back and be like, cool.